right up till about now, there were 10 people streaming Train Simulator on Twitch. I mean, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's Monday, yeah, definitely, Sword UK. Right. What are we waiting for? We want PZB. We want CIFA. I think PZB just switched off. Now PZB is on. Excellent. This is Train Sim 2016. We want doors open. Let's do the doors next. Make sure we're in forwards. Put it in the mini HUD. Yeah, really. 10 people streaming Train Simulator. It's absolutely epic. So what we want to get more people streaming the game, more people watching the game, and more people just generally playing the game. Go and have a look at some of the people streaming right now and make a note of their usernames. Go and hit follow on them and go and watch them, because there's some really good folks there, like well, you know, Twarog. There's a guy whose username ends in Forest. I'm just going to leave it there. If you go and have a look at what he does, he's just learning the game and he's doing an epic job. Katie was just streaming. Go and make sure you press follow on Katie UK. Marklin989 is actually doing a 24-hour stream at the moment, so we're going to do a raid on him once we finish tonight, assuming I can remember. Right, doors are closed. Rubku was streaming. Koppelopamau, I think, was streaming. No, Koppelopamau wasn't streaming. Boo. Ian Zoo Gaming was streaming. Alright, we're in restricted monitoring. So we've got an interesting show. We've got a little bit of high speed, actually seems to be the theme for the start of the show. And then we're... just realised I've got CIFA turned on and no hello! Ah! Yeah, so high speed is sort of the theme of the show, and to start off with, and then we're going to do a bunch of workshop routes. One of which it's only going to take us about 4 minutes to run it, but it's epically fun. It really is epically fun. It's a roller coaster made in the game. It's really good. Ridecar streams as well. Make sure you go and follow him. Hey, Forrest, welcome. I'm just going to call you Forrest. We'll leave it there. Everybody go and follow Forrest. He's awesome. Great streamer. Great player of the game. He's only just got the game and he's already doing better than me. I mean... Why don't you ever do 2 US scenarios a night like you often do UK? Well, we're doing 2 tonight, Josh. But most of the time the reason is because it's getting late and there's only about 40 people watching. So can't really see the point in going on forever. We've come out of restricted monitoring, so I can accelerate up to the line speed of 70. Train boy, you got done a pass. Nice one. Right, we're up to an 80 limit now. Last signal was a green, so all is good. Reset CIFA. I love having the foot pedal. I tell you what, the foot pedal for doing CIFA is just epic. Ooh, speeding. I'm waffling and not paying attention. That's nothing unusual there. Track IR, oh yeah, track IR. Feel like some kind of superhuman with the game moving around. Hey, Penn Central! It depends when you updated your Passac route. I only just downloaded it this evening. So if you update it in the last 2 minutes ago, in that case it won't be the version I'm using tonight then. Unlikely, not unless Steam magically updates it for me. In which case I might have a problem with the scenario that I've just written for it. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Right, accelerating up to 90. Next station is Bonn in 31 kilometres. So it looks like we're Cologne, Bonn, and then Koblenz. Oh, we're just about to break the speed limit again. Right. I'll have a think, Josh, and see what I can do. There really isn't the audience to run them, but I'll see what I can do. Hopeless Hyena, yeah, do send me a message and I will certainly take a look at it, absolutely. Right, we've got a reduction to 80 coming up. Check me out, watching what I'm doing. Cheers, have fun, Forrest. Enjoy. Right, 80 kmh coming up for here. We're due about 2 minutes early at the moment, but we've still got 29 kilometres to screw it up yet. DJ Dan 100, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Have you ever played a scenario with announcements? The West Coast Mainline Trent Valley has announcements on it, so yes. It's very cool, actually. Something I'd like to see more of in routes. Positive thinking. No, Steve isn't here at the moment. I didn't see him in the office today, so I don't know whether he's off at the moment. Welcome, Spam Track. Coming up to 140 limit now. Gun it time, 140 kmh. $160 kmh. Woohoo! What's this about a new website? I don't know what's happening with the new website, folks. Again, Steve is your man for that. That's his baby. Sometimes, Josh, I do switch round and do two US scenarios. It's not unheard of. Maybe I need to do it a bit more often. But I've certainly done that before. It's about time we had a US only night and a German only. Go back and it was a long time back at the beginning of the stream that I did specifically country themed nights, and I think it'd be an interesting idea to come back and have another one of those, or another 3 of those, maybe another 4 of those. We can do a UK, US, Germany, and then we can do an everyone else night. Where's Mole Man? He was on Friday. Like the stick. Shush, don't. Shush, Ed. Shush, shush, shush. Where's that ban button? Talent coming the other way. Oh, I do like the talent. Secret 6666, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. An LMS night so Moggy can moan about no southern scenarios being played. Why not? Do I know about Lionel trains? Yes. I mean, I don't have any, but I certainly know about them. Do I know everything about the pump car competition? No, Lucas, I don't know anything about it. I know of it, but I don't know what's happening with it. You'll all find out in the fullness of time about the competitions. F. Goulds, thank you for the follow. The host, sorry, much appreciated. Is that Lionel Blair? Well, wait, that's where Richie Rails comes from. Lionel Trains, Lionel Richie, Richie Rails. Darth Emma. She sounds mean. Thanks for the follow, most appreciated. Someone just had to mention Dutch DLC. Well, Copplopper Mouse on, of course, Dutch DLC. What about a workshop only night you feature routes from workshop to? Well, I'm actually doing four of tonight's are workshop routes. So we're doing 6 in total, 4 of which are workshop routes. Do anyone recognise this, by the way? How cool is that? You might have seen it in passenger cars. Can't remember which trains. Hey there, Fluky. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. "17 kilometres to go. We're making good time still." They don't make these mugs anymore. They've got one of the. They're of a rare and dying species now. Is there one on here? No, there isn't one on here. Some of the routes have got one of them modelled into the tables. Who needs a mug when you've got math? Thanks, Muggy. You demand I fix my track. What's wrong with my track IR, Josh? I'm sort of leaning over. I don't quite know why I'm leaning over. Hey, Frisco. Go listen to your mum. I should sell TSL mugs. I'd love to, Ayrtons. If I had the opportunity, I would have a whole range of merchandise to part you from your money. That's not so much the track I are, Josh. It's actually a fault with my my posture. Oblivious, do I have my own server? What do you mean? As in, it's not my signal. Stop panicking. Jimmy, what do you mean my own server, Oblivious? Adult small spad t-shirt. Yeah, this is a quiet cab, but then this is one of these super modern cabs, so they're usually really well insulated. Because drivers don't want to have to deal with that sort of all that noise. Oops, hello. Let's fix that. Oh, this is Cologne Koblenz, isn't it? I'm going to have to take screenshots with that button. Oh, do I have a server at home? That kind of. I mean, I've got a. What I use is, I don't know if you've heard of a thing called a Drobo. data robotics server. It's like a file server, but I've got one of those runs that's got a massive megaton of storage. And see you later, Josh. And then I've got a little Acer NetTop type box, which I use for some other stuff, which is permanently on. So the Murmur server that we use for the Minecraft stream is all hosted off of the NetTop box. I used to have a proper server in the house, but I found I didn't really need it these days, so I stopped worrying about it. Oh no, it's Moggy approved wiper time. I'm just gonna do some intermittent wipers to start off with. Seven kilometres to go, 30 seconds ahead of schedule. Some workshop scenarios, how burglary may kill in the car. Yeah, in fact, I think we did one last week, if memory serves. Nom nom. Nice cup of tea. .8 kilometres. Nope, now I'm going to leave them on. TSL fridges, yeah, really. TSL bottled water. Thanks for the follow there, Forrest, much appreciated. Oh, nice. Well, we've got 3.4 kilometres to our end. Right, we've got warning of reduced speed, plus we actually have to be slowing down anyway. Apparently that didn't need acknowledging for some reason. Is PZP switched on? You made a freight yard, does that count as a route? Absolutely it does. What are we on now? Almost 3,400. Whoa! 3,392. Wow. We're not far off 6,000 on YouTube now. It's ridiculous. Have you got nothing better to do, people? And if the answer is yes, that's fine. PCB is on. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's fine. Right, 40 kilometres an hour through this signal. Oh, there we go. PZB tells us more about what's going on. PZB just didn't find an emergency reason to break you. I know, but I went through a 4 signal with green yellow and I thought I had to acknowledge that and was expecting a 1000 Hz magnet to activate on it. Right, just coming into Bonn, platform 2 right now. Right, we're on 1000 hertz. We've got a red signal. We've got a 500 hertz magnet about to trip. There it goes. Now we're good to keep going till right up to the signal. Alright, let's get stopped. How did we suddenly manage to be a minute late? How did that happen? Doors opening. I'm going to hope this guy's going at some point, because he's kind of in my way at the moment. If you fell out your chair, Matt, just ask him. Would the track aisle flip all over? Yeah, it would. Until it comes out of sight of the thing. Oh, hello. There you go. Now it's out of sight of it. Once it's not visible to the camera anymore, then you're kind of stuck. Let's have a look at what's going on over here. Try and drive the train standing up. Why? Do you just want to spend the stream looking at my tummy or something? Or are you expecting me to move the camera as well? That's probably more logical, isn't it? Oh, I love the Xbox controller for controlling the camera. It's awesome. Oh, the frame rate is real. There you go. Thought I had a Steam controller. I do, it's in my bag. I haven't got it plugged in at the moment. The Steam controller you can do the same thing on, so it's just having a game controller means you've got decent camera access. Whoops. That's where we find out my light's turned green. No, it hasn't. Still waiting for that ICE to depart. You can play the whole game on the Xbox controller if you want to, but I definitely like it for the controller. Oh, hello. Time to go. It's time to go, sir. Time to go. Right, we're on restriction. We're also on 50 Hz, so 25 kmh. Yes, the Steam controller is really good, isn't it, Stephen Jam? So we're on restricted monitoring, 50 Hz, 500 Hz, so 25 kmh speed limit. Right, we're out of the 500 Hz. We're on 85 kmh now. Except we're at a 60 limit. Guest Gravesnet, if you go on to the community configurations for the for the Steam controller, I uploaded my configuration as one of the Dovetail ones. It says something like Dovetail Games Train Simulator configuration or something like that. I think it'll say it was uploaded by me. Right, 160. We're out of any form of monitoring. We are free to speed up. Greens and greens. Ah, I love that. The dovetail building. Have you seen that? The dovetail building. Because not only does it look like a man, or a person, it's also D, T and G put together. I don't know if you noticed that. D, T, G, yeah. And it's also a little man. Pointless fact there. Right. You make a scenario where you act as a passenger and go on train journeys. You could script it so that the script drives the train, while and then you just sit in the 5 view. Is that DTG's German headquarters? No. Just thought we'd slap the logo on the top there. Probably because there's a real logo up there and we couldn't put the real logo on there for obvious reasons. Forrest got the game Saturday morning and he's racked up 20 hours so far in 2 days. That's insane, but awesome, but insane and awesome. "25 hours in 2 days." I don't know what that's going to rate up if you keep playing it at the same rate. I mean, I'm over, I think, 10,000 hours in total between 2 accounts, but that's also over about 8 years. Koblenz, 34 kilometers, our next platform. You've got a 240 gig SSD, Kevrev. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your body does the what the SSD will do is so it won't affect your average frame rate, but it'll affect your stutter frame rate. So the stutter frame rate is because the game is loading data off of the disk. If it's loading it off an SSD, it takes a lot less time to do it, and the impact of doing it is lower. So you'll still get stutters, but you get a lot less of them for a lot shorter time. To be honest, you'll probably won't even notice them. Is it possible to merge routes by putting a routes track files into another routes files? Well, that's part of the process. There's more to it than that, but that's part of the process. The tricky bit is merging the merging the track database and the loft database. There's a couple of files where there's only one of them in a route. So scenery you could merge, kind of, but the track, lofts, and that sort of things. With lofts is fences, roads, third rail. There's the track one itself, so you lose an awful lot, which then has to be manually converted. You think it's not possible to play without stutters? That's correct, Livius. You can massively cut them down, but you can't eliminate them. Oh, 100 kilometers an hour coming up. Come on, train, speed up, slow down. Gav, I'm glad you enjoyed watching the railway. We're going to try and do another one next weekend. Yeah, Forrest, the community for Train Sim is really, really good. I mean, I've been sort of looking at it part of the community and running some parts of the community since about 2001 for Microsoft Train Simulator, and in general, it's always been a significantly better community than some of the other games. Sometimes they have their moments, and it's like acid's being poured all over everybody for some reason, but for the most part, everybody's fabulous. They really are. Yeah, there's Danny has done loads of combined routes. Danny has become a real wizard at combining the routes together. He's actually combined all the German routes around Munich into one route. So Rosenheim, Augsburg, and Garmisch have all been combined. Oh, that's what you said. Sorry. I only part read what you said. I've just realised I've not got my foot on the SIFA. Train Sim 2007? There wasn't a thing called Train Sim 2007. Amtrak, I can't talk about official stream, I'm afraid. Exactly, Amarillo, and it's not a competitive game. There's one-upmanship really is no more so than there is in the model railway community, where the level of one-upmanship is always about I know more than you, and that's pretty tame, to be honest. I'm just reviewing whether my wiping is still Moggy approved, and it is just about. Right. Back up to the ton. Oh, we're going to get 120 in a minute. Cologne, Koblenz and Cologne, Düsseldorf will have very different route origins, so combining those is going to be very difficult because you're going to need to re-origin one of the routes, and that's horrendous. NRM York looking to expand. Superb. You're on your 10th restart for a route you're making. Sounds like, Razgriz, what you probably want to think about is taking a backup regularly. Every time you save, take a zip of the thing and back it up. Because the guys at work that make all of the routes for DLC, they never restart a route, ever. Oh, we've got 120. Speed up! Why on earth would they be wary about that, Katie? That's bizarre. Maybe I'm just naive. Another one coming that way. Right, we're almost back up to 160 again. Oh, Fluky, how are you? You got the Orbi switch and the foot switch and three-way splitter. And the USB thing, presumably, as well. Nice! green signal in the distance is mine, or at least that's the hope that I'm going on anyway. When did this wiper malarkey start? Because I kept leaving the wipers running for hours in the dry, and it used to wind Moggy up no end. And after his incessant complaining about my wiper usage, it sort of became a thing. Alright, 160. Magic Toad, it's your birthday today, is it? Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Sinzigrein coming up, Koblenz in 34 kilometres. Is that going down? It's not going down. There must be a hidden instruction up here somewhere. No, Dave, I haven't seen Paul's Facebook page today. Can you make this ice fly? You should talk to Forrest over there. He was making it fly on his stream earlier on. Oh, it's Moggy approved again. What American railroad do I enjoy most? I don't really have a favourite. I think they're all really interesting. I'm sort of sufficiently away from it all that it's all just really interesting. I mean, I really enjoy going up grades and going down grades with the big heavy trains, but I also enjoy the like the M8. I mean, I generally like the. Your name won't be any worse than mine, Forrest. I generally like the commuter trains anyway, and so I like those wherever they are. And the M8 on the New York New Haven is a great one. But outside of that, sort of unique to the US, the anything where I'm driving up and down the big hills, I find quite entertaining. Ayrtons, can I pause the game while you go and get a nice lolly? No. You can just miss all of the really exciting speeding and crashing while you're gone. Moggy. Hello, you might recognise me as the TSL personality Moggy, but today I want to talk about the plight of today's wipers. Did you know every day Matt abuses these wipers and they have to be replaced regularly? Please help end this abuse and give generously. Thank you. That sounds an awful lot like the caboose abuse one, which is another thing. I only knocked a caboose off the track once, just because I knocked into it about 18 times. Oh, the what's it started going down now, so we're at 29.8 kilometres. Won't take long to knock those out, not at 160k. Is caboose abuse on YouTube? No, because I kicked it off the track. I don't upload crash videos to YouTube. Wipers just say no. Right, 140 coming up. You got Blue Peter Steam Loco and another German route. Fabulous. Have you guys seen the German... There's a German pack that contains... So Munich Augsburg is not on discount, yeah, it's $24.99. But there's a German pack, I can't remember the name of it now, and it's got Munich Augsburg, Cologne Dusseldorf, the ICE 2, the ICE 2, ICE 3, the ME146, which is a great train, and BR232, I think, which is another great train, and the whole thing is $12.49. It's insane. Magic deal. So if you're looking at 2 routes and 2 trains to boost your German collection, then sorry, 2 routes and 4 trains, £12.50 is a stunning price for that deal. You bought that pack last weekend, Demon. Yeah, it's a cracker of a deal, isn't it? Sort of feel like I should be leaning over a bit here. Welcome back, Frisco. Presumably you have appeased the parentage. Josh, £24.99, obviously. Smacky button for support next. Yes. Smacky button has already had it. Katie, if you look up Munich Augsburg, it comes up. That's the only way I found to find it. Right, I've got 110 reduction coming up shortly, 22 kilometres. There you go, Stephen Jams posted the link to it. I couldn't believe it when I found that today. It's an epic deal. Alright, we're down to 110. Still got green and green, so that's good. You got an ICE lolly, have you, Ayrtons? Daniel Cohen, we have got around 10 minutes left, I would guess. We've just got to get to Koblenz, 20 kilometres, and we're doing a fairly fast run. Would I ever do a run that involves the Amtrak Metrolink train from Lancaster, California to San Diego? If it existed, then I would, but it hasn't been made for the game, so... And I certainly don't ask me to make routes. Pfft, that's a bad idea. ICE 2. About to get 130. Which train magazine do you get, Frisco? I subscribe to Trains magazine. I think it's Trains. I take it, Forrest, you mean the Chengdu Saining route? However the heck that's pronounced. It's quite a nice long high-speed run. If you want to have a look at it on my YouTube channel, I think I've run the high-speed that line a couple of times, so you can take a look at it. I mean, there's not a lot of variability. I mean, it's pretty much, you know, it's a line from A to B, but it's a good high-speed run, very very fast. Oh, I say very fast. One of the trains goes 350 km/h, I think. The CRH 380. Right, we've got 120 coming up. We've got Total Kart magazine at work, Amarillo. We subscribe to that. It's a thing. And I giggle every time I walk past it because it's sitting in the magazine pile next to the front door. (1806) assets in one tile in the shrew. I don't think that's too bad, J-Class fan. You're probably edging towards the limit, but I don't think you're too bad. Alright, 120. Easing the brakes on. We get 160 in a minute. Can I look around a little bit? What you mean in the train, or what would you like to see, CMC? German routes, I tend to have to look out the front window a bit more, just to sort of pay attention to what's going on. It's quite tricky to drive otherwise. How do you stop placing track? Right click. Right, we're accelerating. I didn't check that signal. Hopefully it's alright. Thanks, Dave. Pedals down. Good night, Katie. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, folks, Katie UK streams as well. Give her a follow. Nice, Forrest. Enjoy the game, mate. Enjoy the game. Is there any way Lua can talk to AI? Nope. Lua scripts in the scenario and the loco can't talk to the signalling or the AI. And there's no way you can write Lua that directly controls the AI. Well, I say that. I've heard of people who've managed to find a way to do it, but trust me, it breaks everything. So don't come running to me when it cries. Can I turn the HUD off, spoiling the view of the cab? I told you, the way I do that is I just slide it down, so you can't see it. The HUD is staying on there, my friends. The HUD is staying on there. What's your advice for recentering your plane on the keyboard on FSX Steam? What advice for recentering your plane? I don't quite know what you mean, Daniel. The HUD is real and the HUD is staying. Back up to 160. .4 kilometers, not far from our destination, folkies. Oh, Daniel, if you're using keyboard to fly, it's practice, basically. It's what you need to do is so you're going to press the keyboard left to initiate the left turn. Then you need to press the keyboard right to stop the left turn. Then you need to press the keyboard right to start it turning, coming back to level, and then press the keyboard left again to stop it from turning. It's tricky. There is no easy way of doing it. The keyboard is not a great way of flying the planes in FSX. If you can, I'd strongly recommend buying yourself something like an Xbox controller or a Steam controller. It's really quite unpleasant flying it with a keyboard. Amarillo says keypad 5 should center all controls and flying by keypad. There you go. Yeah, I remember Fringe's attempts to fly with the keyboard, and I'd say it was comical, but really it wasn't. It was just sad. Actually, it was very comical. We're almost down to the 90 now. We've got 3.9 kilometers, so we're in the vicinity of Koblenz. You're right, Fringe Starling. We did just cancel the stream because your flying just showed us all up for the shoddy shysters that we really are. All that moggy unapproved wiping and not one word. Not one word. Maybe he's losing his touch. Right, speed up a little bit and get up to that 90 again, otherwise we're going to start running behind. Can people outside the US download a BNSF route from Workshop? Yeah, because there's no assets included. You still have to own the BNSF assets that the route requires, and if you've already got them, there's no reason why you can't download. Silent wipers were deceiving. You mean these wipers weren't annoying you? Right, reduction to 40 at the next signal. Ryan B, would DTG build the route for the bullet train in Texas? I honestly have no idea. Toff, you just bought that German deal. Nice one. I think there are equivalent deals for America and the UK, but I don't know what they are. Right, coming up to this, we need to be at 40 by the time we get down there. Right, we're under 40 now. Be nice to be under 40, wouldn't it? Don't remember being under 40. Not jealous about that at all. Gamer Bros, listening to the stream and playing Minecraft. Awesome. Are you on down the Mineshaft server? Do you know how to get on that one? Does WordPress have Unix support? In terms of hosting it? Yeah, of course it does. It's a website, so it'll run on anything that will run for it. Alright, have to be aware of the 500 Hz magnet down here. You're on the server. Nice one, Gamer Bros. So we're going to be later to Koblenz. I don't care. What time do I start the Minecraft stream on Wednesdays? We usually aim to start it by about 7:30. At 25 for the 500 Hz magnet. Yeah, we pretty much are pretty much on time, aren't we, Coplopamel? For some reason I thought we were due in at 52. Not been zapped by 500 hertz yet, which surprises me. Maybe it's a bit further down, or maybe that's it there. It's on the wrong side though, isn't it? Right. Open doors. Yeah, we got a fail at Bonn. Never mind. Bye-bye, talent. I love that train. Talent. Right. Right, what are we going to do now? That was by Ben Joy, by the way, on Steam Workshop. That was part 2. We've got part 3 to do, which is the next one. Right, moving on. Someone last week asked for a bit of Javelin High Speed, so let's do a bit of Javelin High Speed. That was Howie, I think.